Hey guys, it's Matt Fraser, the Psychic Medium, and I am live right now, so come on and enjoy me. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what happens in the afterlife when people didn't get along here in this world. And I'm laughing because I know that this is something that so many of you want to know about, so I'm here tonight to talk about it. And first of all, I want to say hello to all of you. I see that Jenny is here, and Shannon is here. Janine, I'm sorry, is here, and Eric and Linda and Regina and Aubrey Brown and LB is here, and I also see Kathy is here, and Mary Mara Jordan is here, and Cindy is here as well. Hello, hello. All right. So this is something that has been coming up again and again and again in readings. And it's funny because, I feel like when things start to come up, again and again and again, I feel like that's a prompting from spirit that I have to talk about it because, so many times there's misconceptions about the spirit world. And so many times there's questions that you guys have about what happens when we actually go to the other side? What happens when two people didn't get along? What happens when there was a mother and a father who were divorced here in this world or separated here in this world? What happens when they get to heaven? Is it all of a sudden that they're back together? Is it that they stay on different sides of heaven? Is it that they make up? How do they make up? Well, I'm here today to answer that question. And more importantly, if you guys have any other additional questions, please leave it in the comments if it's related to this topic, because I'm going to try to answer those as well. And I wanted to actually talk to you guys about this because recently I was doing a reading. And like I said, this has been happening over the past couple months where I'll do a reading for somebody and I'll immediately see that their mom and dad are there watching over them in spirit. And I'll say that your mom and dad are together in heaven. And maybe I shouldn't word it that way. Maybe I shouldn't say that your mom and dad are together, because when people hear together, right, I think that they think that when I say your mom and dad are together in heaven, that I'm referring to the fact that they're sleeping in the same bed, holding their hand, holding each other's hands and, sipping out of the same coffee cup. When literally what I talk about when I say your mom and dad are together in heaven, or when I say that your sister and your stepbrother are together in heaven, or whoever I see are together, I mean that they're in one place. And the reason why I'm telling you this is for one reason. Because many times I'll do readings for, parents that were separated here in this world, parents that were divorced here in this world. And what's amazing and what's very different than what we experience here on earth is that when I read for somebody and their parents were separated or divorced or didn't like each other here in this world, let's say, or argued or couldn't stand to be together here in this world, and the family was torn apart here in this world, on the other side, it's very common for me to see moms and dads together with one another. Now, like I said, together does not mean that they're in the same bedroom together. Doesn't mean that they're sipping out of the same coffee cup, they're holding hands, smooching, or they suddenly got back together in heaven. It means that, your loved ones are all around you. Your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, whoever it is that you've lost, even your pets. And what's amazing is that, here in this world, it's hard to kind of comprehend, right? Because when two people don't get along, there's legalities that go on here in this world. We file for divorce. We file for a separation. We go through a separation here in this world. We separate the holidays. How many of you have been through all of this? Thank you much, Sherry Lynn, by the way, for the super chat. How many of you have gone through this where literally there's been a family member who didn't get along with another family member, and because of that, it resulted in you celebrating holidays without certain family members, or celebrating away from different family members? It could be that you split time here in this world where you only saw your mom for certain holidays and your dad for certain holidays, right? Well, what I want you to know is that that's an earthbound thing, but it's not something that souls deal with in heaven. Because when souls get to the other side, the one thing that they want most is to be able to watch over the people that they love here in this world. So that being said, as a medium, when I connect with your loved ones in spirit, I don't have spirits arguing with me. I don't connect with souls that were, divorced here in this world that on the other side are still at it bickering in heaven. Because if they were, heaven would not be a place of peace. The one thing that spirit tells me is that when we make our transition to the other side, and when our loved ones transition onto the other side, they resolve all things. They resolve all unfinished business once they get to the other side. And that includes making up with the people who had hurt them, forgiving the people who had hurt them, and making amends with the people that they hurt as well. If not, heaven would not be a place of peace. And why does that happen, right? What I first want you to know is that this is a choice that your loved ones in spirit make. Because if you think about it, and I've asked spirit, well, how is it that everybody on the other side, because listen, I'm like you, I question, right? How is it that everybody on the other side just automatically gets along? How is it that everybody on the other side just says, oh, you know what? I'm going to forgive my ex-husband for stealing all my money. I'm going to forgive my ex-wife for calling me a bastard or whatever it is. I'm not even going to get into that because you know what? I'll go down the slippery slope talking about what we need to forgive and not forgive, right? But the reason why that happens is this, is that the spirit world, when we're transitioning over and we go through our life review, we're able to see many things. Here in this world, we're only able to see things through one lens, our lens, right? We're not able to see things from a different perspective. Well, in heaven, there's something called the heavenly perspective. That's what I call it anyways. I don't know if that's legit what they call it, but that's what I call it as a medium. It's the heavenly perspective. It means that you're able to see things at a different place than when you were here in this world. Because what I want you to know is that on the other side, everything is explained to you. Everything explains to you, including the challenges that you went through, the struggles that you went through, why you went through certain struggles, why you went through certain challenges. You're also able to see the people that, didn't treat you nicely here in this world. And you're able to see the reason on why they didn't treat you nicely, what was going on in their life, what was happening in their head. And more importantly, you're also able to see, the fact that if they regret it, if they're asking for forgiveness and all of those things. But from what the spirit tells me, to put it to you simply, before I start going on and onto a whole big rant that I know how to do, your loved ones in spirit tell me this. They tell me that when they get to the other side, and they look at their life from start to finish and they see everything, and they know that by transitioning on to heaven, by going to the other side, that they'll be able to let go of negativity, hurt, pain, all of these things that they held on to. And to know that being in heaven, they're able to watch over you and keep an eye on you and your life and see the things that you're going through, the milestones, the children that you're going to have, the grandchildren that you're going to have, to be a part of every life moment with you. Your loved ones are willing to give up the pain, the hurt, the anger, all of those things so that they can be at peace too. And here's the thing. The one thing that the spirit world tells me, which I find so amazing, is that once they transition onto the other side, they realize how much grudges and pain really affected them here in this world. And that's what spirit has a message for all of us. Spirit tells me all the time, Matt, if there's one thing that we need to learn to let go of here in this world, it's anger, negativity, grudges, resentment, jealousy, all the things. Why? Because, when we hang on to those things, guess what? We actually hang on to those things. And negative energy is negative energy. It stops us from enjoying life. It stops us from moving forward in our life. Negative energy can cause us to have health issues within different parts of our body. Negative energy can stop us from loving with our whole entire heart. And negative energy can cause us other issues like worries, fears, anxieties. But here in this world, we don't really realize that. At least that's what, spirit tells me. And I can tell you that we don't realize it because every day I meet hurting people. And every day I meet people that are holding on to grudges, that are hurt and sad because of different reasons. And they're hurt and sad because of other people. They're hurt and sad because somebody said something about them. They're hurt and sad because they're hurt and sad because of the fact that, they were in a terrible relationship here in this world and that relationship ended. And because of that, they don't want to open up their heart again because they feel like they're going to be mistreated in every relationship that they walk into. If they've experienced something in the past where somebody had screwed them over, so they decide not to make friends again or not to let somebody in as close to them again, right? How many of you have heard that happen? I'll tell you, I can tell you as a medium, there's so many times when people say to me, Matt, I'm never going to love again. I'm not going to have friends anymore. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Because anytime I'm nice to somebody, anytime I let somebody in, anytime I give someone a piece of my heart, I get screwed over and I get left with hurt and pain. Well, what I want you to know is that you don't have to hold on to anyone else's energy. That's the biggest lesson that I've learned from spirit, is that when somebody is mad at you, when someone's angry at you, when someone is doing things to you and causing you pain and hurt in your life, you don't have to hold on to that. You don't have to hold on to those grudges. You can send that energy back to where it came from. And that's what your loved ones in spirit do. When they let go of the grudges, when they let go of the pain, the hurt, all those things that they've been carrying, sometimes it takes going to the other side where our loved ones actually realize, oh my God, I don't have to hold on to this. This isn't my energy. I don't have to hold on to what my ex-husband did for me or what my ex-mother-in-law thought of me, of what this person thought of me. Their opinions and their words can't affect me. Their energy can't affect me, and they let it go. But what I want you guys to know is this. What I want you to know is that that's the reason why when I'm connecting with souls on either side, they all go through that and they all decide to make that big leap of faith. And they all decide to let go for a greater purpose, to be able to watch over you and to be able to reunite with everybody in heaven. And let me say something really quick, okay? And I just want to put you in the shoes, just in case you don't understand this, okay? Because I know I've had to do a lot of soul searching and really think this through because it's hard for us. We're here on earth. We're not spirits. We deal with different emotions than they do. We don't have the heavenly perspective to look through. We have the earth perspective, and we see a lot of crazy things. For example, I'll tell you that there is an attorney client of mine, not my attorney. She's an attorney, and she's a client. And she said to me, Matt, after what I see, she's like, every single week I'm in the courtroom. Every single week I'm fighting I'm fighting against people over, custody battles, through divorces, through separations, through prenups, through all of these things. And you know what the saddest thing is? Is she said to me, I don't believe in love anymore. She said, I don't believe in love because all I watch is people fight. She says, and yeah, there's someone in my life right now, but I'm not gonna get married. I'm not gonna go through it because why? Well, because of the fact that she's going through the earthly perspective. In heaven, there are no courtrooms, there are no lawyers, there are no jobs like that. There's no separation documents or things like that. But these are things that we go through here in this world. And what I can tell you is this. What I can tell you is that on the other side, your loved ones in spirit want you to know that you don't have to let negative energy hold you down. They don't do it in spirit, so why should we? We can forgive while we're here. We can let go while we're here, because forgiving doesn't mean that we give that person right. That's the biggest misconception that we think about as humans. Forgiving and letting go means that we send back that energy that we're holding on to. We send back those person's negative words, negative thoughts. We send them back with them. Because that person who did that to you, who said those things, did those things, who caused you that pain, is negative themselves. So why should you have to hold on to their energy? When you hold on to their energy, you hold on to a cord of that person. So what I want you to know is this. What I want you to know is that when I'm doing a reading, many times I'll see divorced parents that hated each other here in this world, couldn't stand one another here in this world, right? That are together in heaven watching over their daughter. Not because they decided to get into heaven, right? Sure, I need to revert that. Not because they decided to be together in heaven is what I meant to say. But they decided to come together for a greater cause. They decided to come together in heaven for you. They decided to watch over you. They decided to be there for you. And that's one of the things that I love to see. Because, if we all brought our problems to heaven with us, if we all brought our issues with us and said, I can't stand that one there screwed me over, that one there threw me off my bike when I was 13 years old, that one bullied me in school, right? It wouldn't be heaven. It wouldn't be a place of peace. So, the souls know this, and the souls all agree to let go of this, and they find their way to let go of this, to be able to live in harmony on the other side. And I got to tell you, that when they go through their life review and they see the person that they were, especially the negative people, the really bad, negative, angry people here in this world, they do regret it. Because, a lot of times, and I'll tell you this, a lot of times souls actually regret it before they die. For example, I was just doing this reading in, where was I just? In Reno. I believe it was Reno. I'm getting confused with my cities and states. So what happens when you get jet lag? And there was a woman's father who came through, and he came through and said, I'm asking my daughter for forgiveness. And he showed me that throughout his life with her, that he completely pushed her out of his life, completely disowned her, all of the things. And then it wasn't until he died that he realized one thing. It wasn't just his daughter he did that to. He pushed every single person out of his life. And you know that when this man was dying, he showed me visions of the fact that he died all alone. He died by himself. And then when he transitioned on to the other side, he saw in his life review that nobody wanted to be around him. Nobody wanted to be there when he died. Nobody even cared about his passing because he was a terrible person here in this world. But he saw that really what happened was he missed out on an amazing daughter. He missed out on an amazing family. He missed out on being able to have a family, to be able to be a part of a family, to be able to be a part of, so much love. And instead, I'll tell you the reason why. He showed me that here in this world, he turned to alcoholism. But what I want you to know is this, is that, this is where sometimes justice comes in other ways, in other forms. Because people say to me, well, Matt, if everybody forgives, is there justice on the other side? And I can tell you that, yes, there is. And a lot of times we already deal with it here in this world. For example, that father, I feel justice was already served before his passing, because here in this world, he was such an angry, terrible person that he never got to meet his grandkids. He never got to meet his great grandkids. He never got to know his daughter. He never got to know real love here in this world because he was so consumed by money and alcohol and pushing everyone else away. And it wasn't until he got to the other side that he saw that, until he was on his deathbed, that he realized it. And by then it was too late. But guess what? He was truly sorry when he went to the other side. And that's the reason why his soul was in heaven. And that's the reason why he came to me to deliver that message to his daughter in spirit. And what also happens is this, okay, is that when somebody is mean, negative, and nasty here in this world, when they're a terrible person here in this world, okay, and they do you wrong, when they get to the other side, a lot of times those souls will take on divine jobs or divine tasks and watch over you in a certain way. What do I mean by that? I mean that, let's say you had a father that disowned you here in this world, okay? Let's say that your dad was never involved in your life, got to the other side, regretted it. Well, one of the things is that he, on the other side, most likely will do something for you to help you on the other side. Take on a divine job or a divine task. For example, maybe it is that he helps you find your soulmate here in this world. Maybe it is that, he saves you from a car accident, or, helps you when you're going through a struggle. You don't know that it's him, but you sense and feel like you're divinely being helped. Well, it probably is that father that had passed away. I see that happen many times. And what I can tell you is this, is that a lot of times people are shocked to realize who it was that was actually helping them. And why is it? It's because, like I said, when we go to the other side, depending on what we did wrong in our life, the things that we didn't get to do, the things that we didn't get to accomplish, there are divine jobs in heaven. And in heaven, we go and we actually choose different jobs to make up for the things that we didn't get to do here in this world. And what's truly remarkable and what's truly incredible about the other side is this, is that not only does that happen, but also what's incredible is that once you get to the other side, you realize how it was that your loved ones in spirit helped you, and who helped you. Because sometimes, like I said, it wasn't a loved one in spirit, but somebody that you would have never known about. And that's what I love being a medium, is sometimes I get to deliver those messages. But then there's other people, and Trina's saying, my connection is powerful right now. I hope the rest of you guys can hear me. But I also want you to know is this. Sometimes there's other people that don't care, right? So what happens to them? Not everybody forgives. Not everybody lets go. Not everybody goes to the other side. I will tell you that. Will I say 90? I believe 99.9% of people do. And by the way, Spirit's never given me a number. I just want to be clear. The spirit world has never said that 99.9% of people get into heaven. They don't do that. But what I can tell you is that the spirits have come through, and the spirits have shown me that, it's a very small percentage of people that don't make it to the other side. And those people that don't make it to the other side, that don't go to heaven, are the people who didn't give a shit. So therefore, if you were a terrible person here in this world and you didn't give a shit about the people that you helped, didn't give a shit about the people that you hurt, didn't give a shit about the people that, you caused pain to or caused suffering, well, guess what? There's no way you're going to transition on to heaven, because heaven is a place of peace. And what I want you to know is that heaven is a place that reunites us and brings us all together. Pets, friends, family members, teachers, mentors, they're all there. And what's truly amazing, and what I truly want you to know is this, is that your loved ones in spirit many times regret the separation that they had here in this world. Why? Because they regret it over you. When spirits look back, the one thing that's so amazing being a medium is talking to some of these souls. I've learned so much from all of them, because souls will come to me and talk about the things that they regretted here in this world. And a lot of times, the biggest thing that they had regrets over wasn't that they got divorced, because obviously, when we're not with our soulmate, we can't force it. We're not with our soulmate. But what they really did regret was separating the family, was watching their children suffer because their children didn't get to have full holidays, watching their children suffer because they had to split their time between their mom and their dad, watching their kids suffer because they felt that their heart wasn't whole because they always watched their parents fighting. That's what the souls on the other side regret, because when they look back on their life, they see how much it affects you. And that's why many times souls will come through to me to let me know that they put aside their differences on the other side to watch over you, and they want you to know that as well. I love those type of readings. I love when a dad will come through and say, I'm back with your mom. We resolved our differences. Or when a dad will come through and say, hey, I'm with your uncle. I know about that fight that you watched us have before I died, but I want to let you know that we resolve things in heaven. To me, those are the biggest validations that heaven is a place of peace. And more importantly, it lets us be at peace here in this world. Because how many times do we think of a loved one that had passed? And if you're Italian like me, you have your loved ones that are saying, oh, so-and-so must be rolling in her grave right now. So-and-so must be so pissed right now. Somebody must be so mad, so upset, so unhappy. Well, what I want you to know is that just doesn't happen. Because if your loved ones are at peace, it means that they are in heaven and they decide to let go of those things. So their message to us here in this world is to let go of it now. Don't let other people stop you. Don't let negative people come in between you and the life that you want to live. That's what they tell me. You are on your own life path. You are on your own mission here. You have angels, spirit guides, and your loved ones in heaven that are helping you every single step of the way. So don't let someone else's negative energy become your energy. And thank you so much, Jackie, for that. Thank you so much. I see you guys sending all the stars and everything. Thank you so, so much. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, because I know this is something that so many of you guys have been asking me about. And I just wanted to clarify that, because the saddest thing is when people come to me, they think that because their mom and their dad didn't get along, that their mom and their dad aren't both watching over them, or they somehow think that their mom is in one place and their dad is in the other. And it's just not true. I promise you, they come together for you. And that being said, what I want you guys to know, I don't know if you guys have heard, but I am coming to give live readings up close and personal. These are the last few tour stops that I'm going to be on. So I'm off this week. I'll be spending time with Alexa and Royce, and then I'm coming to give live readings up close and personal in Newark, New Jersey at NJ Pack. So if you can see me in New Jersey, it's at NJ Pack on December 9th. December 10th, I'll be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm doing back-to-back shows December 10th and December 11th in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Live Casino. So remember, December 9th, NJ Pack will be giving readings in New Jersey. December 9th and 10th, I'll be in Philadelphia at the Live Hotel and Casino. I'm also coming to Rutland, Vermont. I'm also coming to Worcester, Massachusetts, and Lynn, Massachusetts. And also, I have a surprise for you. Canada is sold out, but tomorrow I'm adding a second date. So that being said, for all of you who missed out on your tickets, I just added a second show to Edmonton, Canada, where I'll be giving live readings this April. Those tickets are up on my website. And if I didn't mention your city or state, it either means that one, it's sold out, or two, there isn't a date there because it's the end of the tour schedule. So I apologize for that. But I also want to let you guys know one thing. What the hell did I do with my phone? I want to let you know that there are 2 online readings left on my website. So that being said, I don't know if you caught it yesterday, but there was this amazing reading that had happened. I mean, there's so many amazing readings. Each week, I get to meet so many of you through my online readings and help you connect with your loved ones. What date was that? Okay, January 17th is the next online reading. I think January 15th just sold out. So January 15th is sold out, but January 17th is the last reading in January. So make sure that you reserve your spot at meetmattfraser.com. It's only $19 to attend. And I don't know if you guys saw that video on my YouTube page and on my Facebook page, but there was a woman who attended that online reading that got a life-changing message. It was truly amazing. Her boyfriend had passed away, and it was just an incredible. I don't want to ruin it for you. I want you to go and watch it on my page. He passed tragically, and the one thing he was so concerned about was about her finding peace here in this world. You know, he had left this world tragically. You know, his own actions had caused his passing here in this world, and he came through because he wasn't worried about himself. He was at peace. He was worried about his girlfriend that he left behind. because she was left with all that negativity, all that pain, all that hurt, all that anger of losing him. And the one thing that he wanted was for her to find peace and knowing that he was okay. And also that, she couldn't have prevented his passing. So I hope you'll go and check out that video. It's on my Facebook and my YouTube page. And what I also want you guys to know is that I'm also posting the link to the online readings and events in the comment section. So that's where you can go to join me. I do want to let you guys know that literally, if you're attending an online reading with me, or if you're coming to one of those shows, guys, we are so low on tickets. New Bedford already sold out. St. Louis already sold out. Philadelphia on December 10th only has a few spots left. Newark, New Jersey only has about 20 seats left. So I hope you reserve your spot. And I also want to let you know that's the same thing with the online readings. November's sold out. December's sold out. There's only one date left in January. So if I'm not coming to your city or state, I hope you go to meetmattfraser.com and really go over to meetmattfraser.com. Why can't I talk today? Go over to meetmattfraser.com, reserve your spot. And put your intention out there to your loved ones to come through, because without you there's no way that I can read you or connect with your loved ones. So I hope to see you there. If I don't see you in the meantime, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany says your videos bring me such comfort. Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. Vicky says, Matt, she says, oh, this is cool. I can show you the comments. Vicky says, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you so much. I see that Victoria is saying, Matt, I'm watching you from the UK. Thank you. Thank you. I also see that, who just said that? Is that Royce? She says, thank you for this message of letting go. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about this being Thanksgiving. Not that I forgot, but I'm a little jet lagged. This is a perfect message for Thanksgiving. And I also see Joy saying, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. And I also see that, Bonnie says, I truly love you and your family. Oh my God, you guys are the absolute best. You really, really are. And I also see that Crazy May is from Quincy. Listen, Crazy May, I hope that you're coming to see me in Lynn, because literally we're all, let me tell you something. This is why I try to come on and tell you guys all the time where I'm coming, because literally Facebook and YouTube and all these places, they don't show you for some reason. Anytime I'm in your city, for some reason, it doesn't show the right people. So like sometimes the Massachusetts people will see that I'm coming to Connecticut, but the Connecticut people won't see that I'm coming to Massachusetts, or vice versa. It's like all screwed up. So that being said, for those of you who are just tuning in, please know I'm coming to give live readings in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Newark, New Jersey, Lynn, Massachusetts, Worcester, Massachusetts, and Edmonton, Canada, and Rutland, Vermont. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Laura, as well, and to you, Virginia, and to you, Leanne, and to you, Janice. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. And Jane Kurtz, to you as well, and to Sally Swank, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, to all of you. And first of all, know that this year, not only am I grateful for my son, Royce, and for my amazing family, but we are so thankful for all of you, for the way that you guys love us, the way that you guys send us comments and messages of love and appreciation. It's the reason why I come on here. It's the reason why I do my lives. It's the reason why, I go out on tour. As hard as it is to be away from little Royce Aroni, I got to tell you guys, one of the best things in the world is to come to your cities, to come to your state, to meet you one-on-one, to hear your messages, and to also deliver messages from your loved ones in spirit. So whether I see you online or whether I see you in person, I want to thank you guys all for being here with me. Once again, meetmattfraser.com. That's where you can go to see me either live in person or join me online. And remember one thing. Remember that your loved ones are always with you. It's never too late to let go. It's never too late to let go of the burdens, the energy, the pain let go of the energy, the burdens, the pain that you've been holding on to. And I want you to know if you're having issues with that, if you're having issues letting go, talk to your angels. That's what they're there for. Hand over your problems and your worries and your fears to them. And I promise you, they will help you. So until next time, thank you for the love. I hope to see you this January online, and trust in the signs. I'll see you soon.